Hello, I'm Dongwook from KRSOT. Last year, I had the opportunity to present at JSAC for the first time, and I'm delighted to be presenting here again. Today's presentation is about the North Korean hacking group Andariel. Over the past year, this group had developed zero-day exploits targeting data solution that centrally manage corporate devices. These exploits were then used to attack companies. We will share details about these cases. I would like to briefly introduce our organization. KISA oversees cybersecurity in Korea as the country's primary threat organization responsible for responding to incidents. I've worked as an incident analyst in KISA's threat hunting analysis team for 10 years, and my colleague Seulgi, an expert in malware analysis, will also present today. We have prepared a detailed report on this topic, which you can access through the link below. In today's presentation, I will cover specific details that are not included in this report. First, let me explain the reason why this operation began. The Maui ransomware used by the Andariel group was involved in an accident where it impacted a hospital in the United States. The FBI, during their investigation, identified email addresses used in the ransom note. These addresses were linked to Google email accounts, and further analysis revealed that the attacker had used these accounts to purchase hosting services from Korea provider. This discovery initiated our investigation. Today's presentations will explain the TTPs of the attacker-reached hosting server and those of victims' organization separately. The attacker's Google account activity logs provided more clues that suggest this group is a North Korean organization. By examining their search history, we found that the attacker mainly used Korean, but included terms unique to North Korean, which are different from those used in South Korea. For instance, they referred to Korean as Joseon instead of Hanguk. Additionally, there were traces of access to a North Korean youth website, which is inaccessible from South Korea. Now, I will outline the TTPs of the attacker's reached server. Due to limited time, I will focus on the key feature, active scanning, and develop capabilities. We found evidence that the attacker was developing malware on the reached server. Through the analysis of the RDP bitmap cache artifact, we discovered that the attacker accessed another reached server and was writing code using Go language. We also found in their search history that they looked up how to run code in memory using Golang. Recently, North Korean hacking group have been observed producing new versions of their existing remote control malware in Golang. And we also discovered a management tool for controlling remote control malware on the Ridge server. This program, named Pulse Console, uses a called client.bin to generate a RAT specialized for the attacks. However, we were unable to find the original client.bin files on the server. The attacker obtained software code from Korean developer targeting programs such as DLP solution, antivirus tools. These solutions play a central role in managing corporate environments, making them high-value targets. By setting up virtual machine with the stolen code, the attacker simulated penetrating tests to identify and exploit vulnerabilities in these systems. Custom vulnerability scanning code was developed to identify exposed systems by checking specific port and URLs. Successful scans often resulted in the use of zero-day exploits. Based on the scan result, we identified victim organization. The next presenter will explain instance cases involving the exploitation of these exploits.
Hello, I am Seulgi. Let's continue with the presentation. From this slide, we will focus on the TTPs of the victim organizations. The main TTPs we will cover are initial access and lateral movement. In this section, instead of discussing each TTP individually, I will explain how the intrusion occurred and how malware spread in 3 different cases involving compromised organizations. Let me explain the first case. The attacker found a vulnerability in the Network Access Control System, NAC, that allowed them to bypass authentication and create an admin account. As shown on the screen, the attacker only needed to change the values in the IDs and password field and send an HTTP post request to the account creation page. This let them create an account without any authentication checks. With this new admin account, the attacker logged into the admin console. Then they used the file installation feature to deploy malware to all the devices connected to the systems. Now, let's move to the second case, which involves an antivirus management server being compromised. The attacker first found an antivirus management server that was accessible from the internet. Through the server's web page, they downloaded a client program used to log in to the management console with an ID and password. This program included code to block SQL injection and limit the length of ID and password field. However, because the code was written in .NET, and not obfuscated, it was easy for the attacker to analyze and modify. They bypassed the SQL injection filtering and increased the ID field maximum length, enabling them to insert SQL injection command. By exploiting these vulnerabilities, including client-side input validation bypass and SQL injection, the attacker gained control of the antivirus management server. Using the system remote command execution feature, the attacker sent command to client system. This command downloaded and executed malware from an external IP address. The final case involves an attacker exploiting a file upload vulnerability in a specific data loss prevention product, DLP, we called DLP, to upload a web shell. Unlike the previous case, this time the target was not an ordinary organization, but the developer of the DLP solution itself. The company operated a publicly accessible DLP test server for promotional purpose. This server was compromised through a zero-day vulnerabilities. After gaining control of the test server, the attacker used SSH to move to the DLP update server. They then studied and learned how the DLP solutions update process worked. This DLP solution updates itself through web communication. Client companies using the DLP solution regularly check the version information file on the update server. If an update is available, the server provides a download link, and the client downloads and runs the update file. So the attacker exploited this process by replacing the mode authg user.so, which handles access control in Apache server with a malicious version. This modified file redirected update requests from client companies to a hacker-controlled server, causing them to download malicious file. As a result, most companies using the DLP solution were infected with malware. These cases highlight critical issues. Centralized management solution, commonly used in Korea, can be exploited due to security vulnerability. Such vulnerabilities not only threaten individual users, but also put major companies and nationally critical institutions at risk. The key lessons we can take from this are as follows. First, strengthen the security of third-party solutions. Major organizations must recognize that vulnerabilities in third-party products can weaken their entire defense system. Regular security audits and timely updates in collaboration with third-party developers are essential to address these risks. Second, prioritize reliability over cost. When adopting third-party solutions, organizations must focus on reliability, verification, and vulnerability assessment rather than just cost considerations. Third, last one, foster collaboration and cybersecurity. The discovery of zero-day vulnerabilities and proactive measures to prevent exploitation were only possible through effective information sharing amongst Korea's cybersecurity organizations. This collaboration should extend internationally, enabling global information exchanges and collaboration, coordinate responses. By working together, cybersecurity professionals like yourselves can help address these blind spots and create a safer digital environment for everyone. This concludes my presentation. And if you have additional questions, please feel free to ask. And if it's something I could answer right away, I'll review these cases and provide a response by the end of the conference. Thank you.